Hey, g'day winner. What is one of the worst investments you can make in your business? Well, this is an interesting question. Last year we worked with over 465 business owners and entrepreneurs. And I'm here with my colleague and very good friend, Nick Farrow.
Evening, guys.
And we, the two of us, plus we got another the third one, Foos, are the leads as far as coaching clients. And one of the things that we have just looked at and trying to assess, okay, yes, we're looking at what the best investments could be. What is one of the worst investments can be? So Nick, what do you think, brother?
Okay, hands down, without question in my mind, the worst investment you can make in a business is a project that you start and never finish. All the money, all the time, all the energy that you invest in that, whatever dollar figure you want to put on that in total, you've sunk that cost and you get a zero return from an unfinished project. So look at anything else you can buy that might depreciate in value. Start a project, don't finish it. Worst investment, worst asset you can possibly invest in your business.
And not only that, but the time taken and the energy. If you're a small, actually all business, one of our key things is resource allocation. So we've allowed a resource to focus on in an area. By doing that means we've stopped doing something else. That something else might have been the thing that could give you the full traction. Most people, we say, need to kick the can. They need to follow through it and implement. They need to get in line and stay in line, but they don't. They go, oh, this looks great. I'll just go and do this thing. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I can handle this thing on top of all the things that we've already got going. I don't need to stop doing something. If you choose to do something, it's about choosing to not do something else. Most people juggle too many things. And we say there's maximum 3 big focus points over a quarter. At best, it's, for most people, that's at best. Really, it's 2. It's probably like 1 big rock and 2 pebbles as far as focus going forward. We have this saying here. This is our boardroom here. So you can kind of see part of it here. That's our operating system there. This says here, stop starting and start finishing. That is one of the key mottos that we want to make sure that any business owner, actually not even business owner, anyone who's doing something that is half important, that is in a leadership role of any sort, the challenge is they're entrepreneur, they're high in their thinking, they're high thinking around, they're optimistic around, optimistic around what they think they can achieve. And what we know is having the patience to stay the course, to do less and do it better is what actually gets a better result. It's how can we actually sustain that and keep that going without getting sidetracked to a next bright shiny object.
So next time you're looking at investing in a project, let's say the project's going to cost $10,000 to do. If you are not 100% committed to finishing that project, what you may as well do is take the 10 grand, put a cigarette lighter to it and burn it, and take the time back and do something better with it. You're way better off. So if you're going to start a project, finish it.
And the big thing is keep in mind that the mindset for all the people that have an entrepreneurial type mindset is they're very optimistic. And it's like, oh my God, I'm getting this great fix of doing something new. And then after a month or two, it actually doesn't become as fun. And then it's like, oh, I better do something else. It's not as fun. As soon as you get that, if you do get that sensation, that's the time to remind yourself that that's when I need to dig deep and I need to stay the course and follow through to the full implementation so you can see what the result is. We like doing a 4-month sprint rather than a quarterly sprint, but doing a 4-month sprint gives you enough time to do the whole journey and really see how the results of that project actually ends up working. So we just want to pass that one on to you. We think that's a really important thing to keep in mind, that we've got the end of financial year right now here in the Southern Hemisphere. It means that we're going to be planning the next ones going forward and looking at what our financial results are and also what the projects are that are going to help us to move the needle. My suggestion, do way less and do them much better. Any other final words from you?
Okay, I'm just watching Jay sending some sage advice here to Marie on telling her to stop starting and start finishing. Now, Jay, thank you for passing that advice on. I'm sure it's well received by Marie. I'm going to put out there that each and every one of you watching, including you, Jay, if you went and had a look at all the projects you've started over time and never finished, I bet you'd have a nice little shopping list of them that you can look at and go, that was a terrible investment. of time, money, and energy. And I know we all can do that. So we all need to do better as entrepreneurs. Stop starting, start finishing.
On that note, we're going to say adieu. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. Catch you later, winners. Catch up and
See you
bye for
guys.
now.